Hey y'all, it's me. I'm back to make another test kitchen recipe. This is a first ever videoed recipe that I'm using already cooked steel cut oats, y'all. Have you ever had steel cut oats before? This is blasting with fiber. So what I did is I normally cook 1 cup of dry steel cut oats at a time, and I cut it in half, and I have half of that whole 1 cup cooked mixture in the morning before I go to work. This is the other half that's left that was sitting in my refrigerator. Today is Sunday. I cooked it Thursday. So I had it Thursday morning. I cooked this Friday. So I had it Friday morning, and I don't eat the oatmeal during the weekend. So I figured, hey, why not I go ahead and use it in a recipe? And so we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make some muffins. So we're gonna do the dry ingredients first. Let's get this baking started. I have Bob's Redmill organic 100% ground stone wheat flour. And we're gonna do 3/4 cup. And I see people do this on their baking shows. They spoon, I'm making a hot mess. They spoon the mixture. Oh, that's okay. This is a test kitchen. This is supposed to get messy. They spoon the mixture in, they don't pack it. So it's 35. It's 35 grams. A serving is 30 for 1/4 cup. I did kind of overfill it. So I'm going to fill it and then kind of like slice it off the top. That's 34. One more. Maybe it's just 2 tablespoons. 32. All right. So that's 3/4 cup, give or take a few grams, okay? Next, what am I gonna put in here? We're gonna do some protein. I'm gonna put some casein chocolate protein in here since I'm gonna use some unsweetened cacao powder as well. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup. I don't know how much a 1/2 cup's going to be, but I do need to get the grams so I can put it in my fitness pal of what this 1/2 cup is going to show. No, I think I'm supposed to use a cup. 1 cup. That's almost like 3 scoops. Almost. Yep. All right, so that is going to be, it's like 90 grams. Let's go ahead and just get full 90 grams on them. There we go. So I'll put down here, this is 90 grams. So I can put it into my fitness pal. This is just coffee for me. It's actually Casien tea boiled with some coffee mixed in it. So I'm supposed to have that, but it's organic coffee. And it's probably just a tablespoon and 1/2 of ground coffee in like 32 ounces of water in a pot with 1 tablespoon of Casien concoction, dried herbs. Dry ingredients, put them all in here. Next, we're gonna do the baking powder. I think I'm gonna do a teaspoon. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a teaspoon. That's a lot. All right, oh, how many grams is that? 44. And then, so cacao, casein. That is my oven. I have it preheated at 375 degrees. So let's put the coconut in here. I have 100 grams because I like the way it tasted in those brownie cookies we made, gluten-free brownie cookies. 100 grams, let's go. All right, 100 grams of coconut. All right, let's give this a stir. Probably gonna need some water soon, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna use. I used the garbanzo beans in the brownie recipe that I just did. I got a little bit of the aquafaba left, so I'm probably gonna put that in here. There's no problem, I'm gonna use it. Let no good fiber water go unwasted. All right, so this is 1/2 cup of cooked. You know what I want to do? I kind of want to make a wet ingredient with this and then pour it in there. So go ahead and dump this in its own bowl. Let's use this aquafaba. Oh, I used it. I gotta use it now. And let's kind of break this up. That aquafaba smells like weenies fresh out of a package. Maybe that was a mistake. This is 6 ounces of bananas I have. These were frozen in my freezer. I just got them out when I cooked the other recipe. And that is 5.86. Let's say 5.8. 5.8 grams. So I'll have to update that in my Fitness Pal. I pretty much have all this logged in. I can just go in there and edit it as I please. Makes it easier for me to give you guys the snapshots at the end of the video of the macros. So on those gluten-free brownies I made with the chickpeas just a little while ago on the other video, I have what they call, or what I like to call, dieters taste buds, I guess. So I put my brownie cookies of the chickpeas that I made with the chickpeas and the dates and the coconut 8 out of 10, right? I told you what I thought would have made it better if I were to make them again, what I would change. So I let my husband taste it. He said, "Are those sweet?" I said, "Yeah, they're supposed to be sweet." This is before he tasted it. He said, "Are they sweet or are they your type of sweet?" Because he knows my taste buds. I said, "They're my type of sweet." So he said, "All right." So I cut him off a little piece and he tasted it. And I didn't see his face because he was walking away from me as he was putting it in his mouth and chewing on it. So I gave him a piece like this, you know, like that. Had some chocolate chip. It had a chocolate chip in it. He tasted the coconut. And he took a bite out of that piece that I gave, and then he put the other bite in his mouth. I said, "Okay, it must have tasted good." And he put the other piece in there because normally he wouldn't eat the other piece if it didn't taste good. He says the sweetness is, it's coming through. It's not all the way there, but I can taste the coconut, and you know, I can taste it. I mean, it's not that sweet, but it's got some sweetness to it. So apparently, it's not people who like to eat sweet who don't have that dieter's taste buds like I have, you know. But anyway, back to the. Thanks for listening to the story, but back to the recipe. And so this is our 5.8 ounces of banana. And I say when I put these bananas in the refrigerator or the freezer, they had spots on them. They weren't black all the way. They just had some spots on them. All right, so let's mix this together and see what the consistency is like. Ooh, okay, all right. These are probably gonna be some thick muffins. Let me put a little bit more water in here depending on what the eggs look like. Let's put this over here. Make sure you keep an eye out for shells, guys. You don't want shells and sharp objects in your muffins. That is not going to be a good feeling if you bite down on it and try to swallow it. I'm going to use my spoon to whisk this. You guys ever whisked eggs with a spoon before? I don't think I have either. It's my first time. So in this egg, I'm going to put in the date syrup and the vanilla. I've never used this before, guys. So this is a 1/4 cup. 30 grams is a tablespoon. I need more than that, y'all. So 4 tablespoons is a 1/4 cup. So this is 4 tablespoons right now that I'm putting in. I want this to be sweet. Hey, Okay, that worked pretty good. Getting that out of there. So that's, how many grams is this, Asina? Should be 120. Oh, it's 70. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 2.5. Really? Tablespoon. Oh, it's 20 grams. So I'm almost at 80. Alright. So we're at 130. 35 grams? Yeah. Some of the little oatmeal giblets fell in there too, so I'm not really worried about it. We're gonna do just a teaspoon of vanilla. This smells like Galliano. If you guys know what Galliano is, if you're a drinker, let me know in the description below or in the comments below if you know what Galliano is. It smells just like Galliano. That's nuts. So the date with the egg smell and the vanilla smells like Galliano. They make a drink called Harvey Wallbangers with that. Did I just show my age? I don't even think they make those anymore. They don't call them bartenders anymore. They call them mixologists. Oh, this is perfect. This is going to be the right consistency to go with this dry ingredients. I will not need to add any extra. Alright, let's add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. I'm going to put it all in here, and we'll make the adjustments to the dry ingredients if we need to. It all is in MyFitnessPal. Make sure you get every little last drop. A little bit more. Yes. Alright. Let's fold it. Now remember, this does have flour in it. It's not a lot of flour, but I don't want to have a dense muffin, okay? Uh-oh. No. Do we need some more liquid? Yeah, we need some more liquid. I don't want this to be like dough, like bread dough. Let's go get some water. Put it in here. Weigh it first. How many ounces will we be putting in? Alright, so I have here 5.54 ounces. So I used 2.5. I used 2.5 ounces so far. There's 3.4 ounces left in that glass. A little bit more. I think that's enough. Yeah. Perfect. No, y'all. I need all this. Go ahead and put it in there. It'd be alright. 3.5 ounces of water. 5.5 ounces of water. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Now it's starting to look like a cake batter. Or muffin mat. Ooh. Let's taste it, by the way, shall we? That's good. Okay. Goji berries? Chocolate. Alright, we gotta weigh these out. I have no dry vessel. Alright, let's just put the whole thing on the scale. Zero it out. Put it on grams. I think 60 is good. but we don't need to go there. I want some more coconut in there, but I'm not going to do that. All right, I used this for my walnuts last time. I don't know how much I'm putting in here, but we're going to eyeball it, and we're going to smash it, and then we're going to weigh it. Okay, guys, that's enough. All right, so that, ooh. So we've got 60 walnuts. We're just adding walnuts and chocolate chips from Paleo Friendly. Okay, we've got 60 grams, and then we've got, oh, I don't know, how many ounces? 4 ounces. I was 1 ounce off, guys. 4 ounces of walnuts. I'll add those into my Fitness Pal. Oh, this is gonna be thick. You guys, I don't know. Maybe I should turn down the oven. I don't want to overcook these to get this done all the way and the bottom be kind of over browned. So I'm gonna lower my oven, actually right now. So I went from 375 to 360. Okay. I have my 1/4 cup scoop here. Depending on how many we're making, I want to put all 12. I want to make all 12. So I'm going to put 1 scoop in each one, and then we're going to fill it again with another scoop, or half a scoop. Ooh, that's kind of too much. With a half a scoop. I'm going to have to let these cool, take them out, wash the tin, and fill it back up. So it looks like I'm using half of this mixture so far. If I had a bigger muffin tin, I'd probably make 12 big ones. Alright, see what we're doing here. Let's go ahead and smash these on down, get these all nice and uniform so I can kind of see what's left in the tin that needs to be filled up for each pocket. Try not to get any on the sides, guys. This is an aluminum pan. I try to stay away from the silicone. I think I have 1 silicone baking vessel. I try not to use it all the time. I try not to use it at all anymore because I don't know what's leaching into our food once we get our food item out of the vessel. So I try to use, I mean, if this sticks, great, you know, whatever. I did oil it with olive oil. So remember, I do have baking powder in here. So these are gonna rise. So maybe I shouldn't fill them up too much. I'll fill them up just above. Okay. I'm using more than half of this batter now. I thought it was just gonna be half, but since I did decide to go ahead and fill the muffin tin up all the way, it looks like there may be just 1/4 of this left to bake in. And I am going to still use the muffin tin. I'm just going to clean it out once these cool off and bake the rest. So then I can update the MyFitnessPal of how many muffins I make to get the total caloric intake and the macronutrient breakdown for each muffin. Right? All this off? Yes, I will. You guys, this is a waste of my MyFitnessPal entries. I'm taking away the mass of my already measured items. I'm petty like that. I'm gonna have to take off 1/8 of the recipe because of what I'm doing, because I don't want to clean up extra off my muffin tin with elbow grease. That's about as good as it's gonna get. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven. I did lower my temperature to 360 down from 375, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. This is a very dense muffin. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Hey y'all, I'm back. I am back with these protein steel cut oat chocolate muffins. That's what I'm gonna call them. And from what I have left in the bowl that's in the refrigerator, I want to say there's gonna be 3 more muffins after these 12 to total 15. I'm not gonna cook those probably till later on tonight because I'm going to let this soak once I take these out. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one and see what these are like. That's what it looks like at the bottom, guys. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's see if I can cut it open here. Just cut it open, cut it in half. See what it looks like inside. It looks pretty good. Let's get that off. I don't want that fall in my dog's bowl. Oh, it tastes pretty moist. With a little crumb I had. I like it. I see what. This reminds me of a banana bread. I can dig it. It's good, y'all. You start ticking these successes off on the check marks box. That's really good. It tastes chocolate, coconut. If you want a more coconut flavor, I would say add 200 grams instead of the 100. Wait a minute, coconut. Yeah, I did 100 grams. I was gonna do 75, I remember. Then I said, no, let's go ahead and do the full 100. This is delicious. I'm only gonna eat half of this. Maybe I'll eat the whole thing. Yeah. I'll let Mr. Ryan taste it and see what he thinks. Now that you know what he thinks in the comments. The texture of the steel cut oats, you can feel it in your mouth. It's a pleasant texture. The chocolate is balanced. The banana, you can taste a hint of it, kind of like you can the coconut. Yeah. Walnuts is a good crunch mouthfeel. I'm gonna say it could be a little sweeter. I could put a little bit more date syrup in here. This is so good. I just bit down on a piece of chocolate chip. Oh my goodness. This is another success, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you right now, these protein chocolate steel cut oat muffins are legit. The texture's nice. I believe when they're cold, you're going to be able to taste more flavors out of it. This is not hot. It's not warm. It's almost warm to room temperature. So until next time, guys, I will see you next time. If you like what I'm doing, and you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. And remember, as always, don't take anything for granted. Enjoy what you have. Don't take things so seriously. And I'll see you guys next time. Do I have chocolate in my teeth? Probably. I can't see it. All right, guys.